All right, you guys, let's talk about this Jonathan Majors incident that happened, I believe it was last week or a few days ago. But before we do, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted when we drop more videos, more growth videos, just like this one. All right, Growth Gang, let's jump right into it. Jonathan Majors, huge movie star right now. He's in Ant-Man right now. He's just came out with Creed 3 with Michael B. Jordan. This dude is killing it right now, right? But Jonathan Majors was arrested over an alleged violent dispute that he had with a 30-year-old woman. I believe it was his girlfriend. But let's actually watch the news coverage of it to get the full context.
Now to the fallout for actor Jonathan Majors after he was arrested in New York City for an alleged violent domestic dispute. The Creed 3 star is denying those allegations, but at least one organization is already distancing themselves from him. NBC's Kristen Dahlgren has the story for us.
A rising Hollywood star facing allegations of domestic violence. Actor Jonathan Majors was arrested in New York City Saturday after an unnamed 30-year-old woman called 911 alleging assault. According to the NYPD, the victim sustained minor injuries to her head and neck and was removed to an area hospital in stable condition. In a statement, Majors' attorney said in part he's completely innocent and is provably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows, adding that the incident came about because this woman was having an emotional crisis for which she was taken to a hospital yesterday.
I was the best, though. Yeah, you were.
The 33-year-old actor is currently starring in 2 blockbuster franchises, including Creed 3 and the new Ant-Man movie.
Who are you? Just a man.
An increasingly familiar face in Hollywood, Majors was an Academy Awards presenter just a few weeks ago. On Hoda and Jenna last month, the actor sidestepped questions about his personal life.
Are you in love now, by any chance?
I'm always in love, I reckon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like that was a tricky answer.
I gave the right answer.
Following his arrest, the U.S. Army pulled its new recruiting ads featuring Majors.
When you look into your future, do you see a life full of obstacles or possibilities?
Telling NBC News in part, while Mr. Majors is innocent until proven guilty, prudence dictates that we pull our ads until the investigation into these allegations is complete.
So now you got the U.S. Army pulling their endorsement for Majors. This is crazy. And again, this is why I hate when stuff like this comes up for people, because now, even if it's not true, your name was attached to it, and just the implications are horrible. Like, we're talking about a potential domestic dispute with a woman. It's not like he was out here fighting another man. Like, people tend to get over that quickly. But when it's a situation involving the opposite sex and you're the man, of course, it's going to leave some stink on your name. All right, so let's read this article by People Magazine. And in here, it seems like he has some pretty good evidence as to why he is not guilty of this, but we will see. We will see what all comes out. And I wanted to make a video when this first dropped, but I decided not to because I'm thinking to myself, well, over the next week or few weeks, there's going to be a lot more developments in this case. And sure as heck, here we go, right? So let's read this. Jonathan Majors' lawyer has disclosed alleged text messages that they claim show the unidentified woman disavowed any allegations against the Marvel actor. In the text exchange allegedly between Majors and the woman, she wrote, "They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight." The woman, who said she just got out of the hospital, wrote, "I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone." The text also showed the woman saying this was not an attack and denying that Majors strangled her. She allegedly wrote that the 911 call had to do with me collapsing and passing out and your worry as my partner due to our communication prior, out of care. The Creed 3 actor, 33, was charged with multiple misdemeanor counts of assault and harassment by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office following an arrest in New York City on Saturday. Let's see. Major's lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, said in a statement Thursday that the actor completely denies assaulting the woman around 11 a.m. on March 25, 2023. Jonathan Majors called 911 out of concern for the woman's mental health. The police arrived with the paramedics as is standard procedure and arrested Mr. Majors due to an NYPD protocol requiring arrest in certain circumstances. On that same day, only 7 and 9 hours later, the woman sent text messages to Mr. Majors admitting that she was the one who used physical force against him. Chaudhry claimed she also disavowed any allegations that he had done anything to her and confirmed that Mr. Majors called 911 because of her mental condition. This actor has been charged with 3 counts of assault in the 3rd degree, aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree, 3 counts of attempted assault in the 3rd degree, and harassment in the 2nd degree. Good Lord. This is a lot. Documents obtained by people show the woman told police that Majors allegedly struck her about the face with an open hand, causing substantial pain and a laceration behind her ear, as well as allegedly grabbed her hand and neck, causing bruising and substantial pain. Amid the controversy around the case and many unanswered questions, it's important not to jump to any conclusions, says Carol Wick, president and CEO of Charity Inc., who is on the UN Women Violence Against Women expert roster with experience in domestic violence advocacy. Though she has no connection to the specific case, she tells people that victims sometimes start to question why they would want their partner arrested, which is true. You know, a lot of times with women, they're so, or feel like they're so entangled or in love with this person that when abuse does occur, they do not want them to get in trouble for it. They feel like they're causing them more harm by getting them in trouble, which is a horrible thing to do. Like, if you are truly being abused, you need to let somebody know, okay? A lot of gaslighting that happens in abusive relationships is to convince victims that the abuse they've suffered is their fault. The coercive control part of this, the nonviolent part of this, is really all about positioning the perpetrator's behavior as the victim's fault, says Wick. Okay, very interesting article. Clearly, there was some type of an altercation there, but we truly do not know exactly what happened. But here's what I want you guys to get from this. And this goes for whether you are the abused or the abuser, right? Watch the company you keep, right? Mainly for the abuse. Either one of them could be the abused in this situation, because if she is lying on him, then his name and his character is being abused. If he truly hit her, she is being abused, okay? Watching the company you keep is so important. Sometimes you'll have people who show you a representative of who they want you to see, and then the truth eventually comes out. Sometimes, especially in these Hollywood circles, people are planted in your circle because they want to get information, they want to find some way to bring you down, whatever. You'll find a lot of people who are in Hollywood have people who just randomly showed up in their circle and kind of like just started fitting in. Meanwhile, they don't have their best interests at heart. They're just trying to get something from them, right? But a great rule of thumb is to only deal with people that understand your vision, your goals, and want to see you succeed. And a lot of times these are people who were there with you before you made it big, before you did anything of significance, right? Number 2, now we're going to see how all of this plays out. But a lot of times when men and women get involved in these toxic relationships and, they've been in these relationships for a while, they begin to tolerate way too much. So again, it could be him who's tolerating way too much and she's a toxic woman, or it could be her who's tolerating way too much and he is the toxic man. I don't know. All we know is what we've been given. But clearly there's something going on here that just is not right, right? This is not to say that you're dealing with a completely horrible person. It's to say this person is detrimental to my success, my growth, and I cannot have them around me at this stage of my life. Maybe once they've handled all of the toxicity or or they've gone to therapy or whatever it is that they need to handle personally, and they're in a healthier place, then we can revisit the relationship. But as of right now, you're not helping me. You're hurting me. Okay? Number 3. The number 3 thing that I want you guys to take away is that your name and your character matters. And whether it's you or someone else who is destroying it, it has to be cut off immediately. Okay? You need to attack this thing with a vengeance. So, and I'm not saying physically, okay? Make sure that's clear in this video. I'm saying you need to cut this person off, right? If it's you who is sabotaging your own success, you owe it to yourself to figure out why and how to stop that negative cycle, right? If it's someone else who is doing it, you owe it to yourself to love yourself enough to remove them from your life for the time being. Okay. Ultimately, you know what this channel is about. This channel is all about growth. Okay. How do we continue to grow with God, constantly looking and searching to see what it is that you want me to be, God? How do I operate in your calling on my life? Right? Here's the scripture that I'm going to leave with you guys today. This is from Proverbs. Okay, and I want you guys to let this resonate. Sit with it. Okay, who is a companion of them that fear the Lord? Converses frequently with them in private about spiritual and experimental things, and walks with them in public in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord. He, by those means, grows wiser and wiser, gains a large stock of spiritual knowledge and experience. For this holds good both in natural and spiritual wisdom. A man of any capacity at all will improve by keeping wise company, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Sit with that, marinate with that. Do you want to be the type of person who is a companion of wise people, people who have some sense about them, people who are constantly trying to uplift you, who are pushing you in your relationship with God? Or do you want to be around people who are destructive, bringing you down, toxic, right? The beautiful thing about it is that we get to choose. And if it were me, guys, I'd choose God every single time. I haven't chosen God every single time, but I've found in my life that when I have chosen God, that is the best decision that I can make for my future. Okay? So, again, hit that like, notification bell, subscribe. I want to make sure that I keep showing you guys this growth content because it's so important that we continue to not only grow, but to grow with God. I'm looking forward to the next video. Hopefully you guys got a ton of value out of this. And until the next time, grow with God.